Yo, what's up guys? So in today's video, I'm going to be teaching you how to smurf like BDD. This man is a freaking lane, one of the most aggressive and lane dominant mids there has ever been. You can see in his profile on the Mobalytics desktop app, comparing to a player like Dopa. It's very funny to see the comparison. You can see on average, 9.4 kills to BDD, only 3.5 to Dopa. And you can see here, Dopa is very assist heavy. Down here, CS, very farm heavy, beats him out. But you can see here, things like CS difference at 15. BDD has a 30 CS difference at 15 on average. Now, this man is a freak show. I remember versing him in Korea. He completely obliterated me in lane. I felt like I couldn't fucking breathe in laning phase. And I'm just gonna try and teach you guys how to do that in your own games. Today, it's not gonna be a full-length review. I'm gonna break down a couple of games, just the first 5 minutes, the most important 5 minutes of the laning phase, in my opinion. Hopefully, you guys can pick up some of these tips and tricks for your own gameplay, put it in your own game, and kind of just start putting a little bit of pressure onto your lane opponents, possibly putting them onto the back foot from the get-go. Of course, guys, these accounts are compared with the Mobalytics desktop app. Please, if you haven't given Mobalytics a go and you're struggling to climb, I'm gonna put a link down in the description. Just go give it a go. It is honestly such a good pal to have. Like, you got the live game, you have post game, you have account comparisons. It breaks down your own skills. Like, if you are struggling or have like high goals for season 10, just go down below, sign up, give it a go. Heading onto the Rift now, you can see it is an Aurelia versus Syndra matchup. It's a very explosive, and a lot of the champions that BDD plays are explosive. He likes to play the Aurelia, the Akali, things like the Syndra. He plays very aggressive champions, super aggressive rune pages as well, and just likes to punish his people as much as possible. Also, guys, if you do enjoy these reviews, make sure to help me out with YouTube. Drop a like on the video, it helps out a lot, no joke. You can see BDD just hovering topside here. Making sure nothing nothing fancy goes on, like a late invade into the red side, just checking. He's gonna come back into the lane. Just making sure no late invade. Helping out his jungle here. Now moving into the laning phase, you can see he starts Q. Looking for those procs, goes straight in for some auto trades. Very aggressive early on. And just watch the movements, guys. Watch how he moves, watch how he clicks, okay? You can tell he's always moving and hovering in lane. You don't get a second of breathing time against these mids. If you're a mid laner and you walk in and you're not moving back and forth, up and down like this, look at this early aggression and he already all-ins. Boom. First blood to the Aurelia. The Syndra hasn't even had a chance to do anything, man. It's just absurd how much pressure she puts on a lane. And even if you're a lower elo player, you don't need to go to this depth. You can still move up onto the wave, move very aggressively. And look at the wave the Syndra's going to miss out under tower here. And small leads like this just snowball incredibly on good players like BDD. And this is what he's like every laning phase, okay? He plays super aggro. It's all about getting into lane, getting the shove on, and just looking to start putting the pressure on. No CS is a free CS when you're versing players like this, and that's what you should have in your mindset as well, guys. No CS should ever be a free CS for your opponent. You should always be moving up, and even if you don't trade, always have the ability, the option, the spacing to be like, okay, maybe I can all in here. The enemy needs to be thinking about this a little bit scared. You want them always scared, okay? Unless you're trying to bait for something like a gank, you want them terrified that they're getting ganked. So they never know, actually, am I getting ganked here? Am I not getting ganked here? The wave's going to shove back into him, so he has a little bit of time. Gets that vision out. Now he's going to move back into the mid lane. Let's see if he can cop a freeze or the wave's too big. It's quite a large wave. He's tanking a little bit, but I think it's just... I think it's a little bit too big of a wave to fully tank and cop a freeze. The wave is still going to be situated on his side, though, which is nice. The Syndra moving out of lane, and he's going to get a hard shove on here. Drop a double base, and the Syndra's going to have to try and react to this while he gets the base on for another aggressive item. This is a thing a lot of high tier mid laners do. They'll have several bases in the early game, a cheetah recalls, anything they can to get an item advantage, to get an all-in early on. If you can hard shove a wave, especially if the next wave's a cannon wave, do it and then instantly recall and see if you can get it off in time, because he's going to make it back into the lane now. And just look at the item discrepancy, you know. He has a Corrupting, a Doran's Blade, and a Null Magic Mantle. Good luck, Syndra. Moving in now. Wave shoving into him. Just moving up. Look, on that cannon, do you see how he moves up on that cannon? Completely zones away the Syndra. She doesn't really know what to do. Moves in, cops that kill. Thank you very much for the gank, Remus. And boom. Starting to just be off at the races, guys. You can see it was all on that cannon. Making it like, if there's a cannon minion getting low, you know the enemy is going to go for it. Don't let them just walk up and take it. What are you doing? Move in, move out, try and pressure them, try and put a little bit of pincers on. Like, obviously they're going to use their auto attack or their ability on the cannon. So that's some free damage you can put onto them, straight into their head. And you can see the Merc Rush onto Aurelia is very, very optimal. Into something like a Syndra, even into a Fiddlestick. These Mercs are going to work wonders. Some mid laners were going Wit's End. It's not really that big of a thing now for Aurelia players. I doubt we'll see it into simply just the Syndra. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes for something just straight aggressive like a Sheen or something. You can see the wave here, guys. You got 3 minions. Now, what does 3 minions mean? He can cop a freeze right next to his turret. What can Syndra do? Syndra has no flash. You need these flash timers. Please, please time flash timers. If you're reversing something like a Syndra and you have a Remus jungle, what more important information could you give your jungler than saying, hey, no flash? Don't complain about not getting ganks if you're not timing flashes and trying to ping your jungler to come. You're never going to get ganked unless you give some relevant information that's going to help him out. You can see he moves up here. Where are you, Syndra? 40 CS to 25 at the moment. Level advantage. Making this Master Syndra look very, very low elo. And you can see he's moving up here. Usually you're level 6 off this wave. I don't think he missed. I think he might hit 6 off the full wave complete. Not quite. It's going to be on the next wave. See, Syndra only just hit 5. Moving down, looking for a little bit of vision denial, or the jungler. And he's going to look for an all-in at level 6 for sure. He definitely knows the Syndra flash cooldown, so he's going to be looking to try and drop that. Before it comes back up. Duke's out on the E. 6 flash. Ooh. Lands absolutely everything. Beautiful all-in. Goodbye, Syndra. And now he just runs away with the game, guys. 100% takes over the game, snowballs it, and that's how he demolishes these lane opponents. Next matchup, Syndra versus Aurelion Sol. Let's look how he plays this. You can see he's autoing the wave early on. Usually this is an indicator he wants the level 2 to start bullying out. Already landed a Q on the Aurelion. And just watch the movements and the spacing, guys, okay? Please. Look how he's moving up. He's not just sitting behind the wave. He's in the wave, looking to harass. Every time this Aurelion looks for an auto, watch the Syndra. Watch the Syndra move in. Watch, looks for the auto. Last hitting the creeps, looks for the auto. Look, Q, Q, Q. Moving in, moving out. Completely dominant in this lane. He's going to be level 2 in a second here. My flash, ooh, burns the flash on the Aurelion early on. You don't get a breathe against BDD, boy. Level 2 flashes, QE. Ignite drops, does he? He gets them. Beautiful. First blood picked up already onto these master tier players, and he's just treating them like fucking animals. He doesn't care. He simply doesn't care. I think he needs the base here, though. He's too low. Early on, if you get a kill, guys, don't stick around to shove the wave. You can't clear it in time. The base is like, you instantly respawn when you die these days. So you want to base quickly, get back to lane. It's kind of too early to kind of cop a freeze, in my opinion. And you can see he's going to hit the base here, hit the recall, picks up a Dark Seal, boots to get back to lane, and leaves base not with full health. I get flamed on stream very often. Midbeast, why do you stop leaving base without full... Wait till you're full health, full mana. No, I do not have time. I can regen that. It's not a big deal. Time is more valuable than being an extra 50 health guys that can regen or play a little bit more passive in my laning phase. Coming back into the lane now. The wave should have hit the tower, maybe. It's going to bounce back. Let me have a look. The wave is perfectly set up back into the Syndra. Looking for a couple more Qs onto the Aurelion. Beautiful little trade in. This wave is quite large. Can't pull it once again. Not tanky enough. If like, let's say that those cannons and those 2 front lines aren't there. Grab the wave and pull it. It's looking like it might. I think those backlines still get tagged by the tower. It's gonna bounce back. But yeah, if those frontline minions weren't there, just tank those 3 minions, run into the bush, and it's gonna set up a beautiful freeze for your jungler to come. You have already timed your Aurelion Soul Flash 5 minutes ahead. Please, guys, if you're a mid laner, time this. It's so easy to do. It's basic maths. Are you 12? Are you 2? Basic maths. So you're gonna hard shove this wave in, bully the jungler around. He's expending a lot of mana here. And in my opinion, he's probably gonna hard shove this wave into a reset. There's not much point expending this much mana. It's going to take the Aurelion a little bit of time to clear this onto tower. He's too low mana. Like, if you're doing that hard shove, it's very obvious your lane opponent's going to try and base afterwards. Say you're the Aurelion. Move up. Look for him in this brush. If you're a little bit closer in a lane, you see him shove like that. Move up. Put the pressure on. Put your foot down. You can see he goes for Lucidity Boots. A little bit of a troll purchase, but it's alright. I'm sure if he could afford the Sorks, he would have. I'm guessing just specifically because he had exactly 600, he said, you know what? I want this spike now. I want it early. He's gone for it. Some extra CDR. Coming into lane now. Nice little CS lead has been built. Goes for a staggered EQ combo. Just for a little bit of a flex. And now what did he do there, guys? Did you see what he did there? He pulled the wave, just like I told you. Just like you guys should be doing in your lanes. If your opponent doesn't have flash, pull the wave, copper freeze, stutter up, move. Look at the movements. Look at the moves. Look, he's going to keep moving up like this. Maybe the Lee Sin's here. Maybe the Lee Sin isn't. Aurelion shits himself. Look how he's hovering around the Q. Lands the Q. It's just perfect lane, guys. I verse too many low elo players, even in Diamond. They just sit back. They don't move. They don't step. They don't put any pressure on me in lane. It is just such a free lane against them. These simple tricks is going to make your opponents just completely terrified. They're going to start giving CS. They're going to start getting very angry with themselves. They don't want to blame themselves, do they? No, they want to blame their jungler. They start spam picking their jungler. Hey, why aren't I getting help? Hey, this is not my fault. No one wants to blame themselves, and you can make enemy mid laners just implode early on. As he hits level 6 here, moving in. He's quite low mana. To get a kill, he's going to land a Q, then an R, auto E, maybe follow up Q, that would kill him. Gets the plating. The shame plating is only 120 now. Yikes. Full level advantage. Ooh, almost lands the combo. He's running super here. He has his ignite available. He's got to land the Q if he wants to all in, I think. Aurelion has no magic resist, but misses the Q. Lands the E though. Auto, ignite, auto, has to land the Q. Where's the Q? Oh, well, no he doesn't. Grabs that solid kill on the Aurelion, just autos the guy's life away. And there you go. Beautiful early laning phase. Okay, on to the next game. Guys, if you like these quick fire reviews of these first 5 minutes, make sure to drop a like in the video. Let me know in the comments if you like this type of content. I actually really like doing it. I'm learning a lot. Look how he always looks to counter the red invade of the enemy. It puts that ward topside. I might stop doing that. I don't really drop wards early. Okay, so if you've been thinking, okay, Drew, he's had really early, like, dominant laning phases. Show me something hard. Okay. Kiana into Azir. Good luck. You're going to get bullied. You're going to get harassed. Azir has the ignite. How does he deal with this? Okay. He sacks the lane early. Is he better than the Azir? Yes. Does he win level 1? No. Just because you're better than someone doesn't mean you can disrespect the matchup. Play the matchup. Kiana level 3 is when you got to look for the all-in. Level 6, you want to make use of your CC, you're all in. You can't do that level 1. Absolutely terrible. So he lets the wave shove into him. He's going to try and take as little harass as possible. And just bide his time. Look at... Oh, he's taking a little bit of poke. He's taking a little bit of too much poke there. Azir Conqueror, it's actually quite strong at the moment. And as you can see, Azir is perma shove, perma poke right now. Into short range matchups, Kiana, things like what's the other champion? Yasuo, things like that. You're going to be taking a lot of poke early on, and it's your job to simply not die and just wait for your strong points in your laning phase. Too many players don't do this. They're just like, fuck, I can't put up with losing for the first 2 minutes. I'm gonna look for a risky all in. You don't really need to, guys. You can see he gets the ice here. Moving in, gets the space. Is that one auto perhaps there? Looking for the autos in. Grabs it. Barrier come out of his ear and he gets the kill. It's going to be actually a 1-for-1 there. Not the best. He gets double sums out of the Azir. And this man, he loves to play hyper aggressive. What's your goal on Kiana? It's pretty much level 3 and onwards. Try and snowball. Look for 2v2s. Look for skirmishes. Rush Moby Boots. Perma roam. That's your goal. Look at that spacing around these soldiers here. Quite hard. Look at this dude. This is, yeah, he's so aggressive. Jesus Christ. And BDD moving in, looking to hard shove this into the tower. Possibly hard shove into a roam. Let's see if he can get it. Ooh, looking for a little bit of poke on the tower. Now he sees the Vi on the red side, guys. When you see your jungler hovering towards one side, you want safety, go towards your jungler. If a skirmish breaks out, hey, guess what? You're there first before the enemy mid laner. It can make and break the game. Moving back into the mid lane, the wave is going to shove back into the Kiana. Puts the pink ward bot side, his favored side, towards the jungle, towards his pink. That's going to hard shove back into him. Let's see what he does with the wave. Doubtful you cannot freeze into an Azir. You can try, but I feel like the Azir can just break it. He has a perfect freeze set up, though. That is for sure. No sums on the Azir as well. He has to be a little bit cautious. The Azir has lane dominance, so he clears out that pink ward. But now look at the Kiana looking for it, eh? Needs a cut. Can we probably auto too? Look at that beautiful trade in. Oh, God. He was trying to juke out the Azir Q and just tanks a little bit too much. Pops over the wall here. The wave is still in such a beautiful spot. He has no sums. He has to catch the Azir with the ice. EQ. Ooh! Gets that solo onto the Azir. God damn, man. I wish I was mechanically as good as this guy. I just... this guy's lane is so clean, though. Level 6 now. Hard shove it. Probably into a reset. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes Moby Boots here and then perma roams. Level 6, when you hit level 6 on things like Kiana, on things like Zed, you don't even need to roam mid. You can just walk straight out of base, straight bot. Let's see how he does it. Doonby is a person that loves to just get Mobies and then just insta roams on lanes. He grabs the Mobies, gets a control ward, and now we are off to the races. The mid lane wave, I can't quite see it, but I believe it looks shoving into the Azir, so the Azir could freeze it. So it's looking like BDD is deciding, hey, I might just go for the roam if the Azir is not shoving. But he looks at bot, decides against it. Just gonna wait for that wave to shove back into him from the Azir. Ooh, Azir fucked up. The wave got there in time. Now we have another beautiful freeze. Azir's clearing out minions though. Ooh. Okay. So that trade there, that is simply a setup. He now has all-in damage. He has lethal. He just needs to land the EQ near the wall. If you're versing a counter, guys, do not go near the walls here. Look at the zone. Look at the movements, guys. Please be putting this type of pressure on. Boom. And he grabs... Ooh, the barrier comes out, though. That's quite unfortunate, though, no? Do you see how he grabs the freeze and then he moves up and harasses? Please do this, EQ. Okay. GG. Absolutely dominated. Pure confidence in lane. The movements are so slick. He's look at how he's always moving forward, moving back, all out of the spacing range. Please, guys, if it's one thing, just click more in lane, back and forth. Start putting pressure on your lane opponents. This has been a beautiful showcase by BDD to how to play the early laning phase, how to dominate lane. And this is against players that are master tier or above, okay? Imagine what he can do to players at your MMR bracket. So until next time, guys, thanks for watching. And I catch you all later.